and beyond to Camaraderie and Shenanigans. We're very excited for the first time. Definitely didn't do a second take. We're very excited to have you all here. We are gonna just, I think, hop right into it.
No Polly.
Because I don't think we have any. Yeah, we don't have a Paul today. We last episode, he was kind of calling in, but he's not feeling too well to kind of keep up with that energy for that long when he's feeling that bad.
His back hurts from carrying the team.
Yeah, it's true.
All those nat 20s
crit,
he's rolling.
right? Yeah,
Right?
that paladin crit.
Those crits.
Crits.
Yeah.
I felt every single one of them.
Yes.
So he will not be here with
your
us
balls.
today. Hopefully he will be feeling better fast enough to join us again in the future.
Your balls.
But with that being said, I would like you all to sit back, relax, grab a snack, and get
Oh
ready.
shit! And Shenanigans! That's
Camaraderie.
Yeah!
Zach's own exhaustion got the better of him.
So rude.
Previously, on the Obsidian Winds adventures, you had finally made your way up to the top of the marble tower, where there waiting for you was Gallifrax the Sculptor, the beholder who terrorized Rangwin in her past, and who had an unlikely connection to the Dirtfist family. Seems some agreement was broken upon, and Gallifrax decided to collect his reward, which seemed to be the Dirtfist family as a set. Meeting up at the top, the battle started off dangerously, with Wolfgang taking one hell of a death ray, putting him in a critical state. But beyond that, overall, the fight started to lean heavily in the Obsidian Wind's favor, with multiple critical successes and critical strikes, delivering a huge whopping, 81 points of damage to Gallifrax in one swing, missing on the last one. Nesta swinging in with her trusty spiritual weapon, which has
a massive body
could
count.
easily be wanted. that sword is wanted by multiple states in multiple countries.
What kind of body count?
What do you call it?
No.
Did I mess it up?
No, you're
No.
right.
No,
There's just
husband's
multiple
a
meanings.
pervert.
you had a fork in the road, and Zach was like, "Which one?"
All the clerics of the Narc share the same spiritual weapon, so its body count is
Yeah, it's a menace.
Wait, I bet a bunch of clerics do that. Can you imagine?
Just make it a club.
Having struck the beholder and giving essentially the final strike to Wolfgang, who just punched straight through this beholder's massive head, exploding it out the back. The fight started to come to a settle as the remaining threats on the table, the stone cursed, who seemed to just stop moving and stand there, and the armored construct, the shield guardian, seemed to stop moving. As we come back into this moment,
Initiative.
Obsidian wins. What would you like to do?
I want that necklace.
Are we in initiative
Hey,
order?
can you explain to everyone what you just did?
I turned an hourglass.
Stupidly.
Big yikes.
Stupidly, menacingly turned an hourglass.
Yes, Nesta, or sorry, Rangwin. My bad. Rangwin, you run over to the beholder, its tongue laying out the side of its mouth. The heat from its body still ever so slightly wafting off. You take this massive necklace that is wrapped around and you kind of shimmy it out from underneath it. It's huge.
I just want the stone.
The stone seems to be embedded in like a metal socket.
Okay.
So if you wanted to try and pull it out, go ahead and make me a strength check.
I'm really good at that, so I will.
That's a natural one. I'm looking right at it.
But I have a -1 to my strength.
That's
so-
true, so it's a 0.
I
Zero.
think that reverts it back to 100.
Yeah, I
Okay,
think it's
right.
100
Yeah,
now.
that brings it back to
There are no
critical
negatives, it just
success.
goes back to the capital.
Yeah.
It's the Baldur's Gate glitch where if you get a 1 and you have a negative, it
Yeah.
changes it to a 20.
Oh god. You go to actually reach in, and your hands are just shaking too much from the adrenaline of the scenario.
I hand it to Wolfgang.
Wolfgang takes it.
Perfect.
I would like to.
Do you want me to just hold on to this? Or?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Are you okay?
No.
Let's move away from this thing.
I'd like to take a look around, see if I find any shelves with stone gnomes on them.
Okay. Perception check.
What are the gnomes that were in front of Nesta and Frogman doing currently?
They are looking directly at. Well, two of them are looking directly at her. Just kind of.
Are they
Am
stone?
I still grappled?
No.
Okay.
You fought it off at the end of your turn because what was holding you was the cloth strike. Your muscles were like locking up, but then you fought it off at the last second.
19.
19. Looking around the space, other than these columns, there isn't much in terms of structure here. You do see in this alcove, though, glyphed writing in a perfect circle. This is a teleportation circle.
Frogman. There's a teleportation circle down the way.
Okay. Are we done in this room?
No. Just hold on 1 second. We don't know where that goes.
There's nowhere else that I can think to search for my family.
But there might be somewhere else. Those chambers that Rengwin was locked in, the glass ones, they were somewhere else originally. I think that circle might take us to that place.
Well, if it's a teleportation circle, we can just come right back.
I've never teleported before. I don't know how that works. You can just come back to where you came?
It's an established circle, so yes.
But what if it teleports us somewhere with, I don't know,
A
more-
teleportation circle has to go to another circle.
But what if this other circle has more zombies?
Then either we can teleport in. If the situation's too dire, we can teleport right back out.
Not all teleportation circles are bound to a specific location. Sometimes they're specifically just there as a means of getting back to this spot. Teleportation circles aren't inherently bound to another circle.
Oh, gotcha.
If you cast teleportation circle while standing in a circle, you have to choose another circle that you're aware of.
Can I Arcana check and see if in the writing it's attached to something?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll Arcana.
I'll fly over to Frogman and Nesta.
Does a smart boy want to help me?
I'll give you guidance.
I would. But I feel like I need to more pressingly talk to Kai.
Give you a D4.
It hurts me to not optimize.
No advantage, but you have the D4.
Sorry.
Fuck me. Okay, that's 16.
16. Looking it over, it doesn't look like there's an inherent connection to another teleportation circle. It doesn't seem like this shares a connection, but you do learn the runic glyphs attached to this one. So if someone learns teleportation circle, you could potentially give them that runic glyph, and then they could teleport back to this circle.
Oh, that's cool.
No matter where they were on the plane, so long as they're casting specifically to the teleportation circle, they could get back here.
Mr. Nand, if we're willing to use one of those potions on one of them, they've been here longer, they might have answers.
What makes me worried is I thought that once Gallifrax was gone, then they would just revert.
I mean, that was an assumption, really, not a steadfast.
Of the four, now that I can get a better look at them, is there any one that stands out to me in terms of familiarity, in terms of being able to make a connection to village leadership or
Roll an
anything
investigation
like
check.
that? Yeah.
Really quick while
Can I
that's
help him give
happening.
him?
Sure.
While that's happening, can we get a quick stock of how many
I have 2.
potions
19.
we have? You have 2?
I have 2.
I have 1.
I have a bunch because I've been the holder.
I think he has one. 'Cause I think we have 4 in total.
Anti-petrification, I have one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I mean.
We have 4 in total.
Okay, so we have 4 in total.
Yeah.
So, because I just wanted to make sure we had 2 to use
Yeah.
on his sister and his mom.
Though, what I'm wondering is, how long did it take for it to wear off of Frognan? Maybe now that they're not, under the spell, maybe it'll just wear off.
24 hours.
What'd you get?
19.
19. Looking over, you do recognize one individual by name, Rayma Forney.
Rayma Forney.
Rayma Forney. She was one of a major farmer, essentially. Nothing too big, but she did call the shots on a lot of different things. What crops to plant where, which mushrooms to pull, things of that nature.
Yeah.
She collaborated with your mother on a lot of different things
She's
as well.
the Department of Agriculture.
Essentially. Without there being like an official seat for something like that.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, this one looks like Rayma. Maybe she would have some kind of insight.
She seems lovely. Let's try it.
Okay. Rangoon, maybe could we use one of yours?
Huh?
Potion.
What? Okay.
I'll. It's okay. Take your time.
I'll hand you a potion.
Yeah.
I'm very...
Wolfgang watches as the necklace adjusts to a regular size.
Just like, give that back now.
Can I see that?
Sure.
Okay, I take it. And I put it in my pocket.
Anti-petrify Rayma.
You pour it down the open mouth. It's ever so slightly ajar. And you watch as just like from the center, color begins to come back to the clothing and the skin. And about a couple seconds go by before
You're safe.
Frognand,
You're safe.
where am I?
I don't know. The beholder's lair, it's dead.
Beholder? What beholder?
You're safe
great.
now.
That's not a good sign.
What's the last thing you remember?
Hovel Hollow.
Okay.
I suspected this.
My husband burst through the door and attacked me.
Was he stone?
Yeah. She kind of points and references the other 3 that are around you. Her knees kind of buckle and she falls to the ground.
Yeah, it's okay. We got you.
And just sits there,
Yeah.
deep breathing as best she can. What is going on?
It's Hovel Hollow has been in danger, but I think the danger's passing. There was a beholder. There's a long story. Big, powerful entity, many eyes, too many eyes. Petrification was its major source of power and manipulation, but it's dead now.
Okay.
You don't know anything about this area?
No, not a bit of it. It's like I was there and now I'm here and everything else in between was...
Come to think of it, Frogman, do you remember the time in between when you were turned to stone?
No, it felt like sleep, like
Yes,
dreamless sleep.
Yeah,
I imagine it's the same.
that's actually a good way of describing it.
I imagine it's the same for everyone else here.
Was there any alarm in Hovel Hollow?
Beyond the screaming, no.
So it all happened all in a moment.
I think slower at first, if it got so many people, but eventually, yeah, there was an alarm all over the place.
Okay. So you were attacked early, it sounds like. There's...
I don't know, there's still so much about it I wasn't aware of.
We're trying to find a solution. Now that Gallifrax is its name, was its name,
She kind of turns and looks and sees just the fucking dead corpse, just... Okay.
it's okay.
Ringwin, you're still psychically linked with us, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there a range on that, or is it once we're linked you can just...
Once we're linked, I rolled for
2 hours.
2 hours.
Okay, but you can...
So
I
is it
think it's
still-
up to a mile.
Up to a mile. Yes, it's accurate.
Really good walkie
Like, it's, yeah, I mean, you've got some distance you can cover with that.
Nesta, how are you feeling magic-wise?
I can still do some stuff.
Okay, as I have a thought just to ensure that we all aren't going into imminent danger. Although maybe the two of us isn't best. If we're connected psychically,
Mm-hmm.
myself and someone else can go through the teleportation, and then we can communicate on where we're at, and if we have a way back.
If that teleportation circle is within a mile.
If not, I have a scroll of sending, or Nesta
I
can
have
send.
sending too.
Did you equip it today?
Unless I might not have out of spite.
Because I didn't equip it today.
Out of spite.
No, I have it.
Well, just to throw something out there, wouldn't the two of you be the absolute worst candidates for something like this?
That is something that I was thinking of, yes. So,
Well, you still have Death Ward.
I
Then
think
I'm
you
the
should
best-
stay behind. I'll go. Maybe Wolfgang and I can go. And Frognand, I know you're desperate to find your family.
I agree action must be taken, but I do think that we have a couple more resources here before we take an action of no return.
well, what's the thought then?
I don't know if it'll work, but I could try to identify one of the other stone people and see if there is an active effect on them. If this is something like Nesta said that could wear off, identifying it can reveal an effect like that.
Yes, but do we want to just sit? If that's the case, then that's all fine. But do we want to just sit around and wait, and hopefully your family is in a safe place?
I mean, is there a reason to rush right now? Threat's taken care of.
Well, I don't want to be here.
We don't know that, though!
You're right, we're chilling.
Regardless if the beholder is dead, there's still probably many a trap that are left within this place.
Just give me 1 minute. I'll hasten my ritual.
Okay.
To identify one of the stone cursed.
In that minute, I want to fly over to the beholder
Okay.
and just kind of, there are like pockets or anything like that on it.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Okay.
That butter?
You're doing identify on the stone.
Yeah, so it's going to be the 1 minute version because I do my ritual awaken spellbook.
Mm-hmm. There is no official spell.
Is there a
placed on
magical
these.
effect currently still?
There's been a magical mutation that has given these stone forms animation.
Mm-hmm.
You can also sense it is currently in the process of receding.
The animation
All
or
of
the...
it. They're starting to not be stone. It's slow though.
Okay. Can I gauge timeline at all?
Roll investigation check.
Is it an hourglass's worth of time?
Maybe it's a good hourglass.
I don't.
Ever
So
the
optimistic.
I don't trust it.
You're hoping soon.
Mm-hmm.
You're hoping it's soon.
Okay. Hey.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 on the investigation check. Looking over beyond that necklace that was kind of ever so slightly braced around that hook.
No notes or a map or anything. Okay,
Doesn't
cool.
seem like it. As you're kind of investigating, roll me a perception check as well. Disadvantage because you are still exhausted.
Yeah. 12.
12. It's faint. But you feel something at the base of your skull unwrap.
Like a lack of a thumb?
Not a thumb. Like a tendril.
My mind. Victor, what are you up to?
Oh my god, wait.
You know what, Phil, on second thought, I'd be happy to go through that portal for you.
Why the sudden change of thought? You never volunteer for anything.
I'm just feeling particularly brave today, you know?
Just that never happens.
Oh, yes, it does.
No.
I have my
it
moments.
doesn't.
I've been brave at least once, twice.
Nesta, as they're having this conversation, you notice a jostling movement ever so slightly in your periphery at the beholder's body. As it
Oh,
What?
fuck.
What is it?
I don't want to meta, but
I know.
You gonna say something? You gonna say something?
a leg begins
Yeah.
to sprout out.
Look, 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 look!
Nope, nope,
And an
nope, nope,
arm.
nope, nope, nope. I'm gonna swing
As the
at
eye
it.
flashes at you, suddenly an anti-magic field strikes. Go ahead and roll a hit.
Oh, what was the,
Well, I don't have to deal with Victor anymore.
what was the last weapon?
Victor, where did the beholder
I believe you had the lance.
I had the lance out.
You had the lance for some range.
He's like, they killed this
Net
one
point.
too easy.
Yeah!
Silver barbs.
What?
Go ahead and roll again. It's a reaction.
Yeah.
You asshole.
Since we have so fast, it's only fucking fair.
Yeah, you guys do it to me all the time.
It's a 19!
And
you're a
your
champion
total
now?
of
Oh god, 27.
27 does hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
So mad.
Oh no.
Fucking
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
No magical effects are applied to this, by the way.
Wait, anti-magic field?
You got flashed by anti-magic.
Fine, I'll get rid of the thumb. It's still 16.
That's still good. That's still good.
It's almost max.
Uh,
Oh god.
I got an 11 on the easy roll.
do we get enough to do something
As
similar?
it-
Or
Moves right over here. And as it reappears, arm, leg, torso, and the head of the beholder itself seems to shrink and become the main head, though the central eye dissipates up to the forehead, 2 regular eyes appearing, and 10 eye stalks appear.
New form.
What in the hell is this?
Victor Ravencroft.
What?
Fuck.
In new flesh.
What?
Steps
How?
back, and we'll try to teleport.
I'm gonna try to counterspell. I only have a 4th level left for
Okay,
counterspell.
go ahead and roll.
Fuck.
Fuck, I was thinking about enhancing ability too. I didn't get it
How
off
is
in
this
time.
happening? Can you just switch around if there's just death happening?
As you
Can I counterspell also?
you can,
Fuck me.
you're at disadvantage.
Hey, my spiritual weapon's still right next to him.
I will say you can get an attack off.
Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead, roll the hit.
It's not gonna be enough.
It's not gonna hit. I think it misses for sure. 11.
13.
Fails. Steps back as the runic glyphs kick in. He just stares at you all.
I'll see you all later.
And teleports away.
Fuck!
The body of the beholder is gone. Assimilated into Victor's form.
How in the hell did that happen?
How did he come back?
How did he come back?
Where did he even come from?
I knew we suspected that he wasn't truly gone, but
How did he make it here, though?
has he just been floating above us this whole time?
Wolfgang, what the fuck?
He's just like in shock. Exhaustion now hitting his form as he did take drugs earlier.
Oh.
He's just-
Atlas, do you have any insight into kind of magics that this might pertain to?
Not really. But I think it's something we could try and figure out later. When there's less pressing matters at hand.
Yes, it is true. This is very bad, but we do have the responsibility of finding Frogman's family.
I'm glad that he left, to be honest.
By the way, after 6 seconds, all of your magic, any effects that you have, immediately kick back on.
Great. Now Victor's back on the loose and he has a free anti-magic. Sorry.
Well, let's find your family.
There's no like shelves or anything in here?
No, and you feel pretty damn confident about it too. It was the pillared structures and that circle, which is still present.
I saw that in my vision, didn't I? When I was scrying on him, I saw him putting them on the shelf.
On a shelf, yes. Again, you were hyper-focused in onto a single individual. Pulling to see anything around it is difficult. You mainly saw it because of the vantage point that the scry allowed, was placing on the shelf.
The shelf.
The walls did look marble.
Well, in my vision, they were here, so...
Okay, so maybe we don't teleport.
To point, there's still a lot of other paths you guys have not taken.
Right.
Question. Is that smell still around?
It has faded.
Everyone that's scent that has been captivating us, it's gone. We should be able to more freely travel around, still keeping an eye for traps, but I think it might not be a bad idea to spread out and start searching this tower.
Wolfgang, would you feel comfortable leaving your night friend? Night summon? Night buddy old pal?
Night pal, I like that.
Yeah.
He's one of my brothers.
That's one of your brothers?
Well, not my actual brother, but a comrade in arms.
Is he actually a comrade in arms, or is he similar to how I can summon an effigy?
It's more of him in spirit.
Okay.
I didn't actually bring him here.
Could you leave the spirit here to protect the other stone folk?
Stay here.
Look, you guys, I have to do something, so if you want to go on ahead without me, I'll
Do
catch
what?
up.
This is not the time.
I'm just gonna try and do something a little dangerous.
This
it
is
always
no,
hurts
no.
you when
This
I
is
do
not
it.
the time for
Yes,
that.
it is. I may never get these memories back.
Then let us know what you're doing.
I'm telling you right now.
Yes. Now that I've had to ask and pry it out of you, not just saying I'm going to go do something.
I'm going to try and remember something.
Okay, that is great.
We're here for you.
The last time you said last time you didn't even say you were going to do something, and then a hag came after us.
Fair enough. I'm gonna try and remember something. I just don't want you to get hurt.
We'll be here for
Sounds
you
like you
if you try
both
to
care
do that.
quite a bit. All right. Lovely.
I'm gonna back away from this conversation.
Yeah, maybe 40
Pixar
feet away
and-
from Rangbin, but watching her intently.
I'll stay close.
I'm gonna stay close to her as well.
Okay.
I haven't seen one of these visions that you're all talking about.
I just really want to try and remember what brought me here to the Beholder in the first place.
If I improve your senses in some way, might that help you?
I don't know. It's worth a shot.
Is this something that you feel like you willingly can try, or is it something that feels more like an automatic reaction from you? Is this a check or a save?
I think it's a check.
It's a save.
Or
It's a save.
It's a save, so she has proficiency in it.
Okay.
one more question.
I don't know if I can help you
Try
then.
this. You were searching yourself for your memories, right?
Yes.
Have you tried searching outwardly, if they're being stored somewhere?
No.
If we're in the right place, then maybe you'll find them.
I don't know that the Beholder actually took them physically from me the way the hag did. I think he just fucked with my brain a ton.
Well, I'm the wrong person to ask. I mean, that'd be Mr. Nan's territory.
I think they're inside of me. I just have to access them.
Alright.
I want to try and remember why I came to the Beholder in the first place. I feel like there's something I need from him.
Okay. Sorry, I have to sort through music.
Drama.
I mean, we technically know why already.
Do we?
It was for that book.
Do we know that it was for the book?
That's what
The
first-
beholder had claimed you were trying to take it, yes.
Okay.
It's a liar.
Hey, there could be more than that, but
Yeah, I want to try and remember more than that.
Okay.
Give you
I'm sorry, but
guidance.
Rengwin does not believe that this whole thing happened to her over a book.
Mhm.
So
Go
she
ahead.
may be able to find that out, but
Roll an intelligence saving throw.
12.
12. Anyone who's close by, you feel that thumb press in the back of your mind. You rack your brain. You're drawn somewhere.
Oh, this is memory music.
Only Rangwin is drawn here. You find yourself landing in grass, feeling your bare feet wrap into the dirt and mud. Looking around, you're deep in a forest. On a lovely summer day, not too hot, a gentle breeze kind of gently wafting through. A hut in the distance. And out of that hut steps a little girl. Dark brown hair, bit of a tannish complexion, and another girl. Similar, though her hair seems to be braided. A little older. They go kind of running off into the forest, playing a bit. You're carried into the forest to a small glade with a bit of a rock placed on it. The girls jumping off, swimming, laughing, playing together. And as the older one climbs out of the water, the younger one climbs up, pauses and looks at you with these kind of green eyes with golden flecks in them and smiles at you. I'm doing this for us. It's too painful otherwise. Runs. Jostled forward, it is now dark night. A man and a woman, older, cradling a child running through the darkness, lit only by torchlight. And in the distance, a young girl crying, screaming for their mother and father. And you're brought back.
She just kind of sits down on the ground.
You alright?
I'll go over to her.
Only Rangwin experienced that. You all felt the thumb, but she was the only one who saw that.
Did you remember something?
I think so, but I don't know what it was. It was, and I explained to you guys what I saw.
All right. Well,
Not terribly helpful, but
The
Do you
childhood can be healing.
do you think you're the little girl?
maybe.
It sounds like at the very least, though, you have a family, and a family that you care about.
Well, that complicates things.
Sounds pretty complicated. I mean, never mind.
When we first met, you told me how much you wished you knew about your family. Does it feel like there's anything gained from that vision?
Just a lot more questions. But it is nice to know that there's someone out there. Maybe. But I don't have time for all this. We need to find Frognan's family, and I need to find that book.
Okay. I'm looking up name again. Rayma.
Rayma.
Choice is yours. I think you'll be safer if you stay here.
I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Dude, came alive again.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, about that.
This can. But
Um,
we'll be safe here.
Okay.
Ringwin, I'll help you look. No, We're... Can I...
Decisions, Professor.
33rd ring is... Never mind, I can't talk.
Kylus glitched the fuck out. Except point of exhaustion at work here.
Life lag.
His ping dropped.
Keep in mind, as we've been making our way through here, can I remember any
thing.
planets that had, like, things that would store things like books and that kind of stuff, and also just remembering the paths that we haven't gone down?
I mean, that one area where the rug of smothering grabbed Kylus, there were a number of like armoires and dressers in there. You hadn't opened any of those. But anything that would be specifically categorized as a bookshelf, you didn't see. Most of this space has been pretty bare, neutral, minimalistic. There hasn't been much beyond what might be present to bother you. Except for that one room, which you would know how to get back to perfectly.
Okay,
I think we should all stick together because where Gallifrax would feature a prized book, he would also feature a prized statue, no?
That's a good thought.
I believe so, yes. But to save time, it may be a good idea to split into pairs. This is a rather large tower.
Buddy system?
We can connect.
If you think so.
Yes, I figure if at least one of the three of us are in pairs, so it could be, I don't know, myself and Rengwin, Wolfgang and Nesta, and Kylus and Frognet. That way everybody has a connection. Something like that.
Okay. I'll go with Kai.
Alright.
I have some conversations to have with them.
Yeah.
Where do you suggest we start, Professor?
Go ahead. No, you're good.
We'll descend down the way that we came, and then as soon as we find a path that we hadn't gone down before, one of the pairs splits off. The
We
rest
have
keep
no
going.
reason to believe that Victor's interested in Frognan's family, do we?
I don't believe so, no.
Only to the extent that, you know, he knew my dad's duty.
Okay. Well, I will follow you, Professor. Follow you wherever you may go. There's an amount of...
It's another Discord chat we're both in. I was just like, shut up.
Yeah.
Old man gaming.
Yeah, that's so annoying. Okay. You guys are moving back. Moving back out of this space, leaving, Wolfgang leaves his knight ally behind. You move out back into that main hallway. Leaning down to the left-hand side are the stairs that you guys came from. Off to the right is another one of those pathways that lead into that drop-off ledge in another circular space. That pathway is the only visible one currently that you guys have not traveled down from this branching point.
Shall we, Mr. Nand?
Yeah.
All right. You guys move off to the right. We'll follow the main group until everyone's split off, and then we'll tackle one at a time. So you guys are heading back down the left path. Moving down the stairs, you come out into that main room where that door was lifted on the first try. And that other cylindrical tube drops off downwards.
Maybe some of these other knobs do things too.
What does this button do?
You could if it wasn't already inside the ceiling.
I'm also not there anymore.
That's true. But you have that main drop down, and it doesn't look like this one goes up any further.
Shall we...
How far is your... Well, actually, Nessa's there too. Looking down Nessa, you can see all the way to the ground. It looks like this goes down towards your initial entrance, and then it continues down even further as well. That extra further down is a path that you guys have technically not explored.
Wolfgang, do you want to go downstairs?
It might be better if Raymond and I go down there.
Yeah, you can walk on walls and she can fly.
Yeah, that's fair.
We might not want to drop so far. I also don't know if I'd survive that.
Do you need healing?
Yes.
Okay, I'll
Be quiet and drink your potion.
drink your juice, Shelby. I'll cast Healing Word.
Okay.
Also, Wolfgang would totally believe he'd survive.
It's true. It's true. Maybe a little too much Dominic went into that. I'm also like, I don't want Wolfgang to die here. Please.
Well,
Well,
you
and,
shouldn't
like,
get sick,
11
Paul.
points of healing.
Yeah, Paul, sorry
If you don't
died.
want to die.
You're welcome, Paul.
He's now at 33 HP.
Nice.
It's pretty much the same as me now.
33 HP and 18 temp.
Oh, he's more healed than me.
Yeah. But he also has a point of exhaustion. He took luminescence, baby.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and he's addicted potential.
Maybe.
Well,
Oh my God.
We'll see how well time
Oh,
treats
we're
him.
going to talk about that.
Professor?
It also didn't do anything for him because I didn't target him with any mental abilities.
Shall we?
Let's.
All right.
Winged boots.
You guys head down. All the way down. For the sake of exploration, I don't want to put Wolfgang into crazy scenarios where it's like, unless everyone's involved in them.
So you're guaranteed to be.
You guys lower down some rope. You kind of swing into that area. You hold onto the rope, and he, for the sake of coolness, jumps, lands, and then climbs up.
Ooh.
Because that's
It
cool.
kind of pulls his shoulder, and then he just muscles through it.
Wish I saw that.
You
go
guys
down and up,
come
right?
into the main hallway, leading back into that armoire kind of space with the lounge couch.
We'll go search the room.
All right, you guys head back in there. We'll come, since we're all technically in 3 different spots now. We'll come back to the main group that just branched off, since they would have the most time to explore.
What the fuck?
I don't. Mr. Nand, I was not expecting that.
I don't blame you for him detaching, but you didn't share anything with the group.
You think now's the time? Phil was already yelling at Renguin for trying to remember something.
Yeah,
You
but-
think he would have been cool about that?
Well, he's never cool about anything.
I know.
There's a big difference between I'm going to try to remember something and I'm going to do something dangerous.
That's true. Those were the words you used.
Yeah, those were the words that she used.
It just didn't seem like the time.
When is it the time?
I don't know. Not now.
I mean, you can decide when it's time for me to say that his dad died, but whatever. I'm not.
Life is trending more and more dangerous every passing second. The fucking timer's almost up. No. I just don't know how you'll ever justify a time to come clean to the group.
I'll tell them when we get back. Back to Holla Holla. It's not going to change anything now.
I mean, if anything, it might just cause more of a rift, I guess.
And we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
I don't like being put in these positions. I'm an honest guy. I was. I was.
Well, I'm sorry.
I wasn't actually.
Changed your nature there, Mr. Nand.
No, now that I think of myself as an honest guy, I guess I never really was. Now that I'm being really honest.
It wasn't entirely a wash. I've been trying to get information out of Victor this time.
Any success?
A little bit. There's something in the vault he wants. I'm not sure why he wants it, but... Hold on. Just give me 1 second. I want to try and, like I did before, reach out mentally, and if Victor's presence is still there, like, take control of it.
Okay.
Just before I continue talking.
Okay. Go ahead and make a intelligence check.
Okay. Disadvantage.
Yes.
Double nat 20.
Let's go. Check. It's always possible.
6.
6. As you reach out, you're feeling that exhaustion. But as you're looking out, normally there was always something there to grab. Even if you didn't get anything out of it, there was something you could connect to. You do not feel that presence anymore.
Okay. I definitely don't think he's there, so his threats shouldn't really matter anymore.
If it doesn't matter, maybe we shouldn't tell the group. Maybe the secret dies with us.
He's going to be coming for us eventually. At least Phil and Nesta. And maybe Wolfgang. Not quite sure, but he really wants what's in that vault. I think it's some kind of power. He described it as darkness.
Darkness can be useful.
That's
Maybe
what I told him.
we should go for the same thing.
He also said he didn't want to use it, but he'd have to.
Well, is there anyone else we know of that could access such knowledge?
As you're having this conversation, you come to the ledge. Just to note where you guys are. You were walking and talking.
Mm-hmm.
You get right to the edge, and it becomes that cylindrical hole again. It does seem like it extends upwards ever so slightly.
I'm like really looking him dead in the eye, and then just casually just like, all right.
Okay.
But still very serious as I like hold him.
You just grab his leg.
Victor did tell me one more thing. He seems to have a certain level of fear of my mother. I'm not sure what that means exactly, but he did imply that she's been around with the forming of the original wardens.
Maybe we should look into plane hopping.
We won't need a plane hop. She's here. In Kaibalan now.
Please, both of you make dexterity saving throws.
Bitch.
You guys weren't checking for anything as you were moving.
That tracks.
Technically, you're right. 21.
21.
16.
Success fails.
Fuck.
Um,
Wait, no. 17. I have the ring of protection.
Oh, okay. All right, so that's a successful
Yes, okay.
DC 17. Okay, you only take half damage from this. That's 3, 9, 13, 18, 22, cut in half to 11 points of thunder damage to both of you.
Thunder damage. Cut in half again for me.
Cut in half again to 5. As it erupts. All other teams will eventually hear that when we come back to you guys.
It's a faint.
I'll message Rengwin. We're good.
Okay. You guys get rocked against the wall. You kind of just absorbing some of it naturally. That genie essence absorbing some of that power. Continue.
The thunder bomb.
What were we saying? That was annoying.
There's still traps present. They don't just go if the beholder's gone. As you guys crest into this new room while you're chatting, you immediately see splayed out before you piles of gold. Different gems and rubies within this space.
You got that back.
That is good.
You guys went
There's also
directly to the
door
treasure room.
Oh my god.
And it is all centered around a statue in the very center, wearing half-plate armor. But this armor looks odd. It looks like it's made out of stone. The pauldron looks like I believe it's a stalagmite coming from the ground, like branching out of the side. In perfect pose, standing still with a black warhammer in its hand.
What race does it look like?
Seems human.
Does it seem like it could have actually been a human?
Looking about on the wall, you see, placed on a shelf, 2 gnomish statues, your mother and your sister.
I feel like the conversation just kind of halts as we see all this treasure and look around the room like,
shut the fuck up.
that can all wait. Yeah, I don't really care anyways.
You might want to message me.
You only have one potion.
You have a potion as well, right?
Nope. Give it to Renglin.
Renglin?
Sophie's choice.
I found him.
As we fade out of that moment, we will come back to...
I'll also just start ritually casting detect magic while I wait for Renglin.
Okay.
Poke around and stuff.
Coming to the professor and Renglin. You guys are exploring downward. As you land on the ground, there is no other space to go into except directly ahead of you.
Oh, we'll check for traps.
I'll be looking as well.
Roll an intelligence check. You could give her advantage if you like.
Wait,
Or make
what,
your own.
What kind of check is it?
Investigation.
I'll do that myself.
Okay.
Tactical assessment. 8. 21.
Renglin, you feel pretty confident there aren't any traps here. Professor, you feel very confident there aren't any traps here.
Must be nice.
The way seems clear. Shall we?
Yes.
As we're making our way down the path, so we're looking around. As I'm leading the way, I'll kind of turn back a little and Renglin, apologies for earlier, but you have to. I hope you understand that my hesitation with just saying someone's going to do things has generally not led to good things, not just for, not just in your case, but in a number of cases.
Oh, no, I completely understand. I'm not always so good with my words.
It's fair enough. But I do apologize.
Well, I apologize as well.
For context, you guys walk and turn out into a hallway. There is a path to your right that goes up a ladder, a path directly ahead of you. Wait a minute, that ladder. You've gone up that ladder before. This is the initial hallway, the entrance to this tower's directly ahead of you down that left-hand path. You guys are at the beginning.
Well, we're back where we started. Which I guess we've secured a fast way out of here.
Oh, we're okay. In your mind, Renglin.
It seems Frognan found a trap. But he says they're all right.
Why does that not surprise me? Well, at least as long as they're okay.
Shall we go back and meet up with the...
There isn't any other path that we haven't gone down. So yes, let's head back up and maybe start back at where we broke off with Nesta and Wolfgang.
I will say, down that path that leads towards essentially the exit now, there was that one path off to the right-hand side that you guys had decided not to explore. When you guys were coming in, it was on your left. It led into another one of like the cylindrical rooms.
Oh, okay.
You guys went directly ahead. So
right.
technically that path hasn't been explored, but it's still up to you guys.
There is one space that we passed in the very beginning.
Oh, that's right. Yes, let's go check it out.
Okay.
We'll head over.
You guys walk down the hallway. This hallway is very narrow, at least 5 feet wide, so you guys would have to go single file. Looking down, it extends quite a ways forward into a number one of the cylindrical chambers. You can tell from this distance, though, this one doesn't have a drop-off, though, so it doesn't go any further. It looks like this is the base floor.
Okay. Just for safety, I'm going to walk on the ceiling.
Okay. Walking on the ceiling.
You see my ponytail?
I
doesn't
will.
Tickling the floor.
I will go straight ahead, but also very slowly checking for
it? Checking for traps as
danger.
Okay. Roll investigation checks, both of you. The both of you.
There we go.
There we go. 21.
30.
Damn. As you guys are walking along, you both at the same time see something shine on a line, and you stop.
Wow.
But they're not placed on the ground. They're placed in intervals throughout this area. There's a number of them throughout here. If you're going to get through, you're going to have to be very acrobatic.
Hot foot, place is trapped.
Catherine
You'd
Zeta-Jones
walking on the
time,
ceiling.
baby.
If you're continuing forward, I will need acrobatics checks from both of you.
Ringwin, I think I might let you handle this one and just report back.
He says in plate mail.
Yes, sir.
Yes, one of the languages I know.
28.
28, not a problem. Flipping and dashing and darting underneath every single one of them. You kind of flick one just for fun. It doesn't even go off. Kissing
Lots of
danger.
slow-mo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very much like that movie where Catherine Zeta-Jones is stealing the art. Sean Connery's in it too, but I don't know what it's called.
Sean Connery.
It's like
Perception check, just to see if I can see her, like, flirt with danger.
Nah, it's fine. It's pretty. It's pretty.
She's
She's gonna
pretty
do that, and
apparent.
my heart's just gonna...
Is it entrapment?
yes.
Did you Google it?
No, I did an intelligence check.
Zach's keen mind feed.
With advantage on the internet.
He saw it a month ago.
When I get to the other side, can I see if I can disable it?
Roll another investigation check.
20. 30.
20. There seems to be a central mechanism that controls actually all of them, located specifically in the lower right-hand corner.
Can I try to turn it off?
Roll me a thieves' tool check.
Natural 20. She hit bumps it turns out.
Thieves tool. How do I do a thieves tool check?
Are you
Is this
proficient
like
in them?
Sleight of hand situation or?
Yeah, I would say this is sleight of hand.
Okay. 12.
12. Oh, there's too much tension there. You can try again. The DC is higher, but if you fail, you might break your thieves' tools.
We could buy a new set.
Already by a new set.
She had it probably.
Oh, I did, didn't I? What do you mean proficiency bonus?
If you have the thieves tool, don't you add it again?
Well, we're doing sleight of hand.
We're doing sleight of hand, so it's just
Okay.
a sleight of
Yeah.
hand bonus.
It lets you use sleight of hand.
It lets you use, well, it's tools are tricky. We're utilizing sleight of hand. If you have expertise in thieves' tools, you have expertise in the sleight of hand check.
Yeah.
But I don't know if she has expertise in
That's
thieves'
cocked.
tools.
Okay.
That's worse.
What'd you get?
10.
10. Snapping and all the wires go slack and from each side of the wall there are just these needle thin spears that just coming in and out of the wall, and it just like goes right in front of your face. You're like, cool. And it just it keeps going for quite some time. Probably about
Ready to go.
20 more seconds into it just continuing to go, you hear in your head what Frogman said. And as we fade out from there, we go to Nesta and Wolfgang.
So remember that time that I was gonna take luminescence and you slapped me in the face? Mm-hmm.
It's like he's here.
We don't have to talk about it. I just want to throw that out there
Why were you going to take the luminescence?
to help the party.
Really?
Yeah.
Looked to me like you were panicking.
Okay.
Whoa.
Fair enough.
I feel like we can move forward now.
I think so too. This was healthy.
Yeah.
What are we looking for in here again?
I don't know.
Yeah, this is just...
I don't know.
Can we look in the armoire?
Sure, I guess. Walks over, opens
Like
it up.
he knows what an armoire is.
Yeah,
course
he
he does.
does. He's noble.
Oh, that's right.
He lived in
Like a
posh
fancy
society. Opens
He
it
had
up.
at least 3 in his bedroom.
That's stupid. There's nothing in here.
There's literally nothing in there.
Not that he can see.
Can I look?
Go ahead.
Let me look.
Roll a perception check.
Oh my god, this is just like a married couple being like, well, did you look with your
Did you
hand?
look with your man eyes?
Wife vision.
The ketchup's right there!
Where's my phone?
We've yelled that so many
7.
times about this.
7? Doesn't look like anything's in here.
All right,
it's a
I
completely
believe
empty
you.
armoire.
Super Sue?
Book of Shadows, it's right here! God.
Oh, where do we go? Down the slippery path again?
Okay. I don't know. Let's just.
I mean, I don't want to.
I don't
just-
either, but maybe someone's found something. I'll try and connect with. That's not good.
He didn't tell them that we were fine.
Because I can only talk to you.
Maybe we should go make sure someone's not dead.
Oh god.
It didn't even occur to me.
Climbing back up that thing is going to be a lot harder than climbing down it.
Rangwin, was that you?
Which we'll have to retcon.
Yeah.
Do you respond?
Yeah. No, it was Frognan, but apparently he's fine.
As your mid-twirling spin
Yeah.
through the wires.
That's when she flips the wire.
Yeah.
Cool. No, they're okay.
Oh, okay.
Are there any rooms that we missed up here? Anything we didn't explore?
Roll an investigation check. Investigation or perception.
14.
14. No, everything seems like it is. You do notice on one of the paintings, though, kind of sprawling rolling hills of green. At the right angle, it looks like it changes to land completely made of stone.
Oh, that's freaky.
What's freaky?
Painting. It's like an optical illusion.
I was about to say, have you never seen a painting before?
No, look at it from this angle. You need to like squint your eyes and look at it like with your head tilted.
Get really close to it.
And Galafax opened up a spirit store in his tower.
Weird.
Does this painting seem enchanted?
Roll an Arcana check.
Nat 20.
Natural 20. As someone who has experienced visions and dreams quite often, it seems like this is a physical manifestation of the beholder's thoughts, hopes,
Whoa.
wishes for the future.
Makes things real.
I think this is what he wanted for the world.
Bummer he's dead.
Is it?
No, not really.
Well, why would you say
I
that?
was being sarcastic.
Oh.
Like, sucks for him kind of thing.
Mhm.
Like, good shot. Too bad your face is split open.
Yeah.
Except now he's on my grandfather.
Yeah.
I'll unbug that later.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna keep exploring.
It is around this moment that your message receives to you that... What did you say?
Randwin, we found them. He
Yeah,
said something
we
like
found
that,
them.
Keen mind.
I'll say for the sake of time, you all communicate with each other.
Yeah.
You all eventually congregate in the safest path possible. Rangwin, for you, actually, it's directly upwards. If you fly directly up, you'll be at that chamber.
Oh, okay. So, maybe I'll... Professor.
Yes.
If we go directly up from where I am, I think we'll be where Frognan is. But I don't know how you're gonna get over here.
You can either do an acrobatics check to get through here, or you can retrace your steps.
I'll loop around and meet you back up
Yeah,
there.
it'll be a little longer, but it's definitely the safer path.
Yeah. No, action dash, just on the ceiling.
Right.
Okay.
I consider all the angles of which way I'm going to make the most optimal, shortest path possible.
Okay. Really hugging every turn. You all eventually congregate into this room. You two will have a little bit of time up here by yourselves. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm ritual casting detect magic.
Sure.
I'm looking through stuff.
All right, digging through. Rolling a beginning investigation check for now.
8. Disadvantage so much because one of those is a natural 20.
Oh.
8.
8. Looking through, you find there's a good chunk of silver here, like a ton of silver. Definitely more silver than gold, but there's still a solid amount of gold. You would estimate at least in the 5-digit range for gold, 5-digit range probably for silver as well, 4 digits probably for platinum. The exact numbers you're not really sure of just yet, and a good chunk of precious gems in here. Lots of precious gems. Digging through, you pull up a number of different scrolls as well.
Woo. Magic scrolls? Magic scrolls?
Wow. As you open one up, you look it over. This is a scroll of summon elemental.
Woo!
Whoa. Trash.
He just rips it in half.
As you're continuing to explore, I would say Rangwin would be the first to approach here. Eventually, Nesta, Wolfgang, and the professor collide together and then make their way together. But Rangwin, you get up here a little bit before everyone else. You appear. Frognan's on the ground, ritual casting, and Kylos is throwing shit over his shoulders.
I would walk up to Frognan. Can you talk to people while you're ritual casting?
Minimally.
Frognan, I'm here, and the others are joining us.
Okay, mom, sister.
Where?
Focusing. Up there.
You look over, there are 2 gnomish statues on the shelf.
Can I fly up there?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to fly up there on my winged boots, and can I determine which ones? Yes, because I've seen the mother before.
You have. You've met the mother.
Yeah.
You've seen the sister as well while she was made of stone.
And I think, did I see her in a vision? When the gnomes came?
It wasn't, it was...
I've also manifested her.
You've manifested
That's
her
right.
as well, yeah. So you're familiar with both of them.
Okay.
The sister's on the left, mother's on the right.
Who has another potion, Professor?
I have 1. Don't you have 2?
I have one.
You have
One
2.
because I gave one to you guys to undo
farmer.
that guy.
Yeah,
The
I do have
farmer
Yeah, so now
lady.
she only has 1.
Okay. So I've got another one.
And Frogman has the 3rd.
Well, I'm gonna kind of make the decision that I have to it's probably better to do one at a time anyway, so that they don't both freak out. And I know he's ritual casting, so I am going to use my potion on his sister.
Okay. Pouring it into her mouth. A couple moments pass before color begins to form back into her shape, and she...
Hey, Dominic.
Yes.
I hate to be that guy.
Oh, yeah. No, you're totally that guy. Thank you. I appreciate that.
He in mine?
We'll come to that in a moment.
Oh no!
As she breathes and looks at you and... What's going on? You all come through the top. Take a moment to settle in, look at things, take in what is currently your surroundings. Your spell goes off before you hear. And the whole tower begins to shake. This place is about to come down. And we will explore that after we come back from this break.
No! I feared as such.
Just literally detecting magic so that before we do that to avoid traps. But I was like, we can't fuck this up.
We will be back momentarily, y'all.
Whatever.
Let's see how this goes down.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see you in a moment.
No!
I don't care! And welcome back.
Got candy in my teeth.
We had left ourselves off with sudden explosions beginning to erupt somewhere inside or outside the tower. You all find yourselves inside the treasure room. You have some moments to choose what you would like to do.
Scream.
Okay, so everything.
Rangwin begins to scream.
No.
I just like lean up with the bag of holding and then just keep shoveling treasure into it. I'm
do
like,
that.
could someone take over? I think I could make us a way out of here.
Should we?
I will take
I'm
over.
gonna.
Should we initiative
Gold,
so
gold,
it's not
gold.
like chaos? Or
Not necessarily initiative, but let's try to just keep ourselves accountable. If we're already choosing to do something, chances are we
Just
can't jump
raise
into
your
something
hand,
else. And I'll kind of go one at a time. So
Teacher?
Ness is currently
Teacher?
shoveling treasure in.
I would like to
Let's
yell
raise
at
our
Phil. Get up here with that potion.
I'm already halfway there.
You run up there, meeting them up.
Dead's right up the wall.
Okay.
And I say to his sister, no time to explain. Everything's exploding. It's time to go.
Hold on, I need to pull up her character
Should we put his mom in the bag of holding?
He's gonna.
No, Phil's taking care of it.
Okay, good.
Unfortunately, the bag of holding's not large enough to fit a full statue.
Fair enough.
It needs to be able to shape into its confines.
Gold, 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 jewels, jewels. Ooh.
Ooh.
Pocket.
Is there anything else you're
Moonstone
wanting to
pocket.
do though? You've already fed the potion that has since worn off. You still have stuff that you can do if you'd like to, or would you like to wait to see how other things?
I
play
would
out?
like to see if anywhere in this stupid place, as soon as I have dissuaded the fears of Frogman's sister, and I know that Professor is on his way, I'm going to start frantically looking around this room for that book.
Okay. Elizdrana, who is now awake. Doesn't have much at her disposal right now. But she does hop down, her knees kind of buckling
Aw.
underneath her weight, standing back up. Who needs my help with what?
Oh, I like her.
If he's dashing over there, is this something that, like, he's pretty much already there?
Yeah, he's
before
there,
I
like,
even-
pulling out a potion.
Okay, so
Like,
Mom is
that's
definitely
about to be
taken care
dealt
of.
with, yes.
100%. Okay, so with my detect magic, is there anything screaming out to me?
Yes. There are, you see a number of bits of pieces of paper rolled up. You see a small stone box that seems to have like a faint aura coming from inside of it. And then on the statue, the armor is shining with different magical properties as well as the warhammer.
Okay. So on my turn, if we're going turns kind of lightly,
Yeah, I would say you didn't have to like use your action to get, like this is the culmination of your spell going off now.
Cool.
And then
first of all, I'll shout, Elizdrana and Mom, these are my friends, follow them. And I'm actually going to, with weird priorities, I'm going to smash the anti-petrification potion on this human statue.
okay.
By smash, she means gently poured into its mouth.
Yep. Very quickly.
This isn't Baldur's Gate!
And I mean, if we're going in a turn, I guess that's all I can
Sure.
really do in that turn.
Kylos, what are you up to?
I'm gonna look at everyone. Please don't freak out about this, but I'm gonna try and get us a way out of here. Wolfie, if you wouldn't mind helping me make an exit.
What direction?
The wall. Hold on a second.
Wolfie, smash. Wolfie, smash.
I'll start looking at different shadows in the room, and I'll pull my hand up and pull them in like threads,
That is so
and then
cool.
pull them in and polymorph into my beast.
Fear stalker form takes shape. As a reminder, in another room, there are still some statues. There's Remora, I think her name is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just as a note. It's up to you guys. I just wanted to make sure you all knew every piece on the table.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll charge the wall and
He's striking through. He's kind of like, damn. Swing, the thunder damage going off. You guys begin to just hack away at the walls in the area.
Fuck.
Rangwin, Nessa. Wow, why do I do this? Nessa, you're still pouring
Well,
treasure in.
remembering the other people, I'm gonna get one last big handful in, I'm gonna toss the bag to Kylus if your arms are free. Or
Kylus is a fear stalker right now.
I am a
striking at the wall.
I turn to toss it to you, and I take a step back. Whoever's nearest to me.
You do see Elistrana is currently waiting for Mom to wake up right now.
Elistrana! I'll toss the bag to her,
She catches it.
and I'm gonna run and try and get the other gnome.
All
We
right.
don't have a teleportation circle we can use to get out.
If it comes to it, that's what I'll do.
Do we know in this moment if the teleportation circle is something we can just activate, or do we have to also know a spell?
I don't think a collapsing tower is the time to figure that out.
Well, what I'm wondering is if I already knew that.
Oh, okay.
You never investigated it.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
All I know is that it didn't seem connected to a specific place, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like you also
Nice save.
need the spell teleport to use it.
Okay. You're still striking away. I imagine that's what you're going to focus on.
Yes.
As you pour the potion, Professor, the color begins to come back into Defixie, and she...
Hello, Professor Fisselnolfield. I'm a friend of your son's. We need to leave right now.
Okay. Puts her hand out,
I grab her
climbs onto your back.
and just start running down the wall.
Yeah, she's just... Ah!
He has a way with moms.
I was-
And dads.
I was really tempted to be like, okay, I get up to the shelf and I take out my ass.
The whole dirt family will fall.
hidden backstory reveal.
Elistrana runs back to the hoard of gold and just starts digging and throwing more in there. As you crash the potion, gently pouring, no effect takes place.
Okay.
This is not a person, clearly.
Okay. And at that, then I will mage hand whatever that fucking box thing was.
Yeah, there's a box off to the side.
I'm gonna mage hand that into the bag of holding while I start sprinting after Nesta to go save the
Do
other.
I
Roll an
see him
Arcana
do
check
that?
to see how well you can do that.
Yeah.
Do I see him do that? Because
Yeah, that it's very clear that this is not an actual statue. Or sorry, not an actual person. It is.
But do I see him with the box?
You see him kind of lift something and toss it in.
Okay.
Natural
no.
one. You know what? Let's see.
Over the
Can
ledge.
Elistrana save it with a dex save?
I'm gonna see.
Catch it, catch it, catch
The
it,
box
catch it.
has an iron flask in it. The iron flask has another beholder in it.
With a
Baby
23.
beholder.
With a 19 plus 4, she
I
catches
just fucking
it.
alley-oop it to her.
Yeah, she just catches it and she kind of nods at you, stuffs it into the bag.
Nice.
Cool.
The tower begins to rocking everyone on their feet. I need everyone to make dexterity saving throws.
Are we close
one.
to Wolfie?
Oh no.
Wolfgang and Kylus are towards the back of this chamber, smacking away at the wall.
So we would not get that bonus.
No, not currently.
Would I?
You would.
Nice.
That's a 15 from Wolfgang. I can take away Victor's.
Wait, do I get a thing from Wolfgang?
No, the only one who's getting anything is him, because they're right next to each other, swinging away.
Okay.
Elistrana makes a dexterity saving throw. Whoo, dirty 20. She's fine.
She's so fucking cool.
What'd you get?
6.
6. You, as you're like moving about the space, you slip, fall on your back, and you begin to slide towards that opening where the drop begins. Nesta.
1.
1. You're sliding forward, going down the path you were originally intending, but now you have a little less control.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, you're fine.
21.
21, you're fine. Wolfgang's fine.
13.
13 is actually not enough. You slip, sliding towards that back area. All right. What are you doing? Still attacking away?
Yeah. How strong is this wall?
Well, we're about to find out.
Okay.
We're gonna make 2 attack rolls.
Okay.
Wolfgang is going to jump in there too.
27 for the first one, 28 for the second.
Yeah, both
Okay.
hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Additionally, the statue tips over, striking on the ground, and the arm pops off, breaking at the elbow, and the warhammer begins to slide, as does the rest of the statue.
As I'm sprinting up, let me finish first.
Yeah.
39 points of damage for the first one.
Ooh. Just decimating a chunk out of there.
13 plus 12. 25. 32 plus 7. No, 39.
Another 39 points of damage.
Yeah.
You, even without Wolfgang's assistance, you bust a hole out, and you can see as your very superior dark vision in this form kind of kicks in. You see the tower is kind of lilting upwards ever so slightly. You can see a bit of like the ceiling of the cavern expanse. This is outside the tower.
Okay. He'll like kind of like turn back at everyone. This low rumbling growl where it like shakes like the like inside of your chest.
The stone and whatever's left of the coins begin to teeter and shake.
He's just kind of like looking at everyone.
What does this creature look like?
Like a black dragon and like a werewolf kind of had like a baby.
But rather than any fur, it looks like shadow is just wreathed around the form.
Yeah.
So it seems amorphous and moving, especially in this
Yeah.
light.
And in the wings too,
Oh
especially.
my god. That's crazy.
Professor, you were going to do something.
As I see that start to fall and tip over, I'm gonna aim for the mace, and wind's gonna appear around my hand and mage hand and try and.
You grab it. How heavy of a thing can it lift?
10 pounds.
10 pounds? Yeah, I would say this is enough. Interesting. How heavy is adamantine?
It's an adamantine mace or warhammer.
It's an adamantine warhammer.
Adamantium?
Adamantine.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that what Wolverine?
Yeah, that's adamantine.
I'm gonna go crit hunting.
So if you care, I just did a basic Google of the weight of an average mace. Maces range generally from 7 to
warhammer.
30 pounds. Oh, warhammer.
It's a warhammer. So it would be a little bit lighter than a mace, I believe.
A single-handed warhammer would usually be about 3 pounds.
Okay. Yeah, I would say this is just under 10 pounds. So you can start dragging it towards you.
Okay.
Because adamantine is a heavy material. You get it into your hand.
Sweet. I'm gonna. And then I'm gonna scan around, and I would have seen Nesta.
Nessa was starting to run, and then she kind of slips, lands on her stomach, and is like sliding headfirst towards the exit.
I'm gonna look up.
This is fun!
I'm gonna look up. Can you run yourself?
Yes.
I'm gonna set her mom down. Try to be by like where Frognand or
Elistrana
is.
You kind of go right past Elistrana. You're kind of curving to the right as Nessa's slinging forward.
Can I get
Mom
up?
lands.
drop her.
Elistrana will grab her mother.
Okay, I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna take out the lance, flip it blade end, grab it, and then hold it out to hold the handle out to Nesta.
Okay. Sliding forward. Ringwood, what are you doing? You're falling currently. You're on your back sliding backwards. You can see the professor is running off, and you see an exit ahead of you as a very terrifying beast.
Can I
turns around
activate
and
my
growls.
winged boots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get yourself up into the air, free of any new dexterity saving throws.
Okay, and
Is
then
there
I'm
anything
gonna.
else?
I'm still looking for the book.
Roll an investigation check. Frognand.
So, knowing the basic layout,
Yeah, but
if I'm falling towards the plummeting fucking chasm or whatever, right?
Yeah. The main entrance that you guys came in is
yeah.
a massive shaft.
So if I just let myself fall, could that be a shortcut to Gallifrax's lair?
Potentially. You do know that's the direction you guys came from if you just fall out of it.
Okay. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll just let myself fall, see if I can mage hand any last fucking thing, because might as fucking well. And then right before I hit the bottom, I'll Misty Step myself.
Okay. Everything begins to tip. Nesta, what are you up to?
So when he reached out his lance to help me, I'm gonna use that to get up to my feet if I can.
Yeah, you kind of. I'll say, roll another dexterity saving throw or acrobatics check, but at advantage,
Advantage, thank you.
since you're essentially helping.
Did I grab a random mystery thing?
Dirty 20.
You can grab a random mystery thing.
Because I was mage-handing something as I was...
Scrolls. He's made
Oh,
scrolls.
you were. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. You grab a couple scrolls.
Yes, couple scrolls.
Okay. What was it?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You get back onto your feet, but continue to slide at this point.
I'm trying to get back to the room. Just so whatever that means.
You could jump out into that
I'll do it.
space.
Yeah.
As she gets back up, she lets go.
That's fine.
And then continues, jumps, and begins to free fall. Defixie and Elizdrana kind of see all this, and
Wait, do you have any flying left?
I do. I have one.
she kind of ushers her mother forward, pushes her, and she begins to kind of climb upwards as Wolfgang is holding on to whatever you have available and has a hand out ready to start rescuing people.
Okay.
Starts to shake and shift once more. I need dexterity saving throws from anyone who's currently standing. I would say you and Nesta both at the same time start to free fall, so we don't need dexterity saving throws. You're flying, so you're good. You need one. You're at +3, plus that extra 3. Because of where you are, you have an extra +2 because of Elizdrana's aura of protection as an 8th level paladin.
I think time has already passed, but I forgot that I burned the Pegasus feather. Would 10 minutes have passed since then?
Yes,
That's what I figured.
absolutely.
with all
Between
the-
like investigating and then even wandering about, yeah, it would have passed by now.
Blood first.
Yay.
Bloodborne!
17.
17?
6.
6. You slip onto your stomach and begin to fall, sliding backwards again. Oh. Interesting. Boots of spider climb don't ignore gravity. They just allow you to adhere to any surface and have a climbing speed, essentially.
I mean, you can still fall on any surface you're walking on.
Yeah.
But then the new surface, he would just be able to walk on.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say gravity's still like...
Gravity's still in effect.
Gravity still has an
Yeah,
effect. So
like if
you're
something-
so like if you were to like fall and then place your feet on the wall, you could then try to stop yourself, kind of
Okay.
thing. But if there's like nothing in the space, you would be free falling. So you are still sliding on this surface.
Yeah. I'm trying to dig either like my feet or my weapon like into something to try and like
Yeah, and you're just slowing down ever so slightly.
just see tire marks coming from the surface.
Wolfgang's gonna roll. That is a 13, which is not enough. He actually kind of lets slip, and as he starts to slide, he throws Defixie to you.
Okay. Like mid-air or onto my back?
Like up towards you. With how large you are, it's hard to get
Yeah.
onto your back unless you just kind of assist. With your
Okay.
success, you could.
Yeah, I'll assist.
Yeah, you kind of catch. Ring, when you're flying, you don't need to do and make any checks.
But can I?
Did I skip you? I think I skipped you, didn't I?
No, she was looking for the book.
No,
Oh.
I was looking for the book.
What was your investigation check?
8.
8. Amidst all the coin and the chaos of the space, you don't see any major books. You see a couple scrolls nearby, though.
But does it look like Elistrana needs my help?
Elistrana seems just
She's fine.
fine.
That's
She's doing
right.
pretty
That's
damn
right.
good.
I thought they were both trying to make their way up to this guy, but she did
Elistrana
fine.
is kind of like standing as like a center point. Like if anyone were to come from the entrance, she would grab them, toss them towards Wolfgang, kind of thing. But now Wolfgang looks like he's sliding forward towards Elistrana.
I'll mage hand a couple scrolls if I can.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an Arcana check. All right, we're coming into a new round.
15.
Who is heading towards the exit? Who wants to leave this place right now?
I don't think anyone is. Just
We're all trying to be heroes.
Oh, I just want to make sure who's going further in, because we might cut to a new scene while people are diving into that.
I'm following Nesta.
Okay, you're following them. Who's following this group? These
I'll
two
be
so far.
following them down as soon as I mage hand a couple things. I'll be following them.
Okay.
if everyone's going, I'm following, and I'm scooping people up onto my back.
Okay.
That's cool.
You are a huge-sized creature. Some of these hallways will not fit you.
Okay.
You're just gonna bust through them all?
Yeah.
Might as well. The whole place come down anyways. All right. I'll say for the sake of this then, you let go of whatever exit you've presented and you begin to just picking people up. You scoop up the professor, leaping out. I'll say you two are a little further ahead of this whole scenario. Rangwin, if you want to jump on, you can. Otherwise, you can just fly.
I'm just flying down.
Okay.
I don't want to get picked up.
Okay, then you don't have to. Standing your ground, Nessa and Frogman, you begin to free fall, and you see that entrance towards Gallifrex's layers off to your left-hand side.
As soon as we get close enough to the ground, I'm going to activate my Radiant Soul, and my wings will sprout out.
Your wings sprout, not necessarily close to the ground, because the ground is way, way down, but there's another entrance.
Wherever that turn is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your
I'll be
wings,
intentional with it.
and you curve off into that direction.
Yeah,
Actually-
and I fall and do that
I will,
misty
because
step
it'll be
into
faster
there.
if you just pick me up and get me down
Landing
there.
in the
Yeah.
space. Another shake.
Yeah, and then I'm just hustling,
You
trying
two are
to get
flying
to
and
the
running
gnomes.
in there.
As soon as I get in there, if I can, I want to try and rope together, like the gnomes into a group, the ones that are still stone, just like
Okay.
grabbing them and trying to like get them in a cluster.
Tie them in.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
I'm actually going to let him pick me up because it will be faster than me getting up and getting down there.
Fair
I
enough.
didn't think about that.
Fair
But
enough.
when we get down to where she is, I'm going to assist in tying and carrying them.
Okay. It'll be a little while,
Yeah.
not a little while, but like around behind, essentially.
That's my plan.
Perfect. Rangwin, what are you up to?
I get down there, and I fly into the room that they're in.
With your speed, you more than make up that space, and you catch up to Nesta pretty fast.
Okay, and then
Elistrona jumps on your back.
Okay.
Just like, fuck no. I can't fly.
and then I want to
Wolfgang.
examine the
Okay.
teleporty place to see if there's anything I can figure out about if we can use it.
Roll an investigation check.
21.
21. Looking about it. All it takes to activate this is a bit of magic. Enough to equal a 5th circle. You could do a combination of depleting spell slots, essentially. If you can burn enough spell slots to equal a 5th level spell, you can activate this teleporter. Where it takes you, you're not too sure.
I have the wave. I have the destructive wave.
It's got to be spell slots. Destructive Wave is not utilizing a spell
It's an
slot.
item.
I'm going to communicate what I learned to those three.
You can
I have
do
a
a
third
combination. If you have multiple people in there burning spell slots, you can activate it still.
Yeah,
I
I can
think
activate a third.
I think it's a bad idea. That's where fucking Victor is. We need to save these civilians.
We don't know that Victor.
Before we get into that, you guys aren't exactly grouped up together. Oh, but you guys are mentally connected. Never mind.
Yeah, I told these three.
Go ahead, that's fine.
We don't know. We didn't see him use the teleportation circle.
We
He
did.
just.
We did.
He stepped into it and
Oh, I thought he just did it himself.
no, he misty
Oh.
stepped over to the teleportation circle, stepped back and got out.
Okay. Well, what I communicate to them is like, I can't activate this, but maybe Nesta can. I don't know if we want to go this way, but all it takes is a certain level
Does
of
it
magic.
feel like there's time to get back to the exit that he made with our gnomes?
That's going to be a high DC check, but roll investigation or arcana.
Oh, gutting myself. $12.
12. It's hard to say. You don't know. You haven't looked at what is causing these explosions. You don't know where they are in terms of the placement of the structure of this building. It's hard to tell.
Okay.
You don't know how much time you have to get back.
Have I got all the gnomes?
Go ahead and make. Oh, what would this be? A general dexterity check to see how quickly you could do this.
She's doing that. I want a long strider on Rayma.
Okay. Yeah, as you guys bust into that room, she's currently clutching onto one of the pillars and is just holding on for dear life, just shaken.
Long strider. Go, 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 go.
Go where?
Follow us.
Okay.
Fuck, I don't know what we're doing. 6.
6. Between all the shaking, you keep tripping and slipping. This is slowing you down. You're not getting nearly as tight of a wrap up as you're wanting to.
But I have them all gathered in a cluster?
You have them gathered in a cluster, but they're not tied.
Okay.
Professor, you're running into this space.
Yeah.
You get in just as that moment happens. I'm going to say that's like it was your action to dash into the space.
Okay.
Ring, when you already checked something,
this when
Kyles,
we-
please make me a strength check in your form to bust through some of these corridors.
23.
23. You bust into the space and Rima just...
I say like he has his back foot against like that open area and like claws come in and his head is like coming in through.
Amazing.
She just screams at the top of her lungs as part of the Rocks are beginning to fall around you all.
Oh no, rocks fall, we all die!
Rocks fall, you might all die. I need another round of dexterity saving throws for anyone who's touching the ground.
So
I would say, Nesta, since you're flying, you're kind of
Cool,
wrapping around mid-air. You are also flying.
no proximity to any paladins.
Not with them on his back. No, he's too high off the ground. 7. Okay.
16.
16. That is enough. Barely.
18.
18. That's enough. You succeed. Wolfgang doesn't need to make a check. Anyone riding your back is essentially good so long as you make it.
Yeah.
Frogdan, you don't so much fall, but as a chunk of rock falls down on you, you will take some damage here.
Yeah, bring it, bitch.
You take 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
And you are currently prone and restrained as a rock lands on your leg, pinning you to the ground.
Great.
Vortex work.
I am out of all spell slots.
Son of a bitch.
0 spell slots
Do I
left.
see this happen?
Yes, and we're going into another round of turns, essentially. So who's wanting to do something? Rangwin, go
I
ahead.
want to go right for Frogdan and try and get that rock get the rock off.
It's
of
a
him.
hefty rock. I will say Wolfgang hops off of your back, landing, and gets down under there, and you both begin to lift it.
Can I give him advantage?
You can give him advantage,
You can
yes.
activate the...
I could activate it.
Actually, I don't think Wolfgang's activated his Peerless Athlete.
No. he
Let's
doesn't.
say
He
yeah.
has
He's going
not.
to channel divinity. Yeah, so he'll give himself advantage on this,
Okay,
actually.
great.
Double
Double advantage?
Athlete,
So does that mean she could just also roll then and see?
You could also
somehow
roll
she gets
separately,
better?
yeah.
Is this a strength check?
Yes, it is athletics.
Oh, it's athletics.
Space.
18.
Man.
18.
Yes.
Nice. He got a 26.
Nice.
So between the two of you, you both lift it up enough. You're able to roll out easily, no problem,
It's only
Frogman.
fine.
You are actually now free to do something this turn since you're not pinned.
Great.
Landing it back down,
You'd have to bring...
Wolfgang just looks to you all.
I don't
What are we
think-
doing?
You don't have enough unity to do it once.
Damn it, Kairos!
Let's sacrifice our bodies, book it for the entrance.
I think we should use the teleporter.
We can't.
Okay.
I'll,
I have a first level spell.
I'll lean
There's
down
not-
and I'll
we
start
would have
scooping
to do
up
it more than
the like
twice.
gnomes that she's gathered together
Yeah, I
and
wanna help
lean my other
get
shoulder
them.
down for everyone to get on.
Okay, you're going to be carrying a lot of weight. You'll start if you're carrying too many people, you'll start moving at half speed.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not getting on you.
Okay.
I'm gonna bonus
Yeah, you can fly.
action
You can fly.
chug a potion because I'm hurting.
Okay.
And I'm gonna book it for the so just to paint the scenario. Sorry
Yes.
to slow it down for a
It's
second.
all good. It's all good.
If we come back out the way that we originally came in, because we're at this main entrance first.
If we
right?
lead the way, we know a shortcut out of here.
Because I could, but from what I understand, because unless you're telepathing that to me, I could drop down, take some bludgeoning damage, and save time, right?
Potentially,
Or
unless
I
you
could
unless
carry
you can
you.
fly faster than you can drop.
Well, I fly.
You are faster than me, so I'm gonna be booking it down with the intent. I'm gonna chug a potion, book it down with the intention of just.
If you go up, there's
drop.
another exit up.
There's no way for me to go up right now. I'll
I'll see what he's doing and I'll.
Yeah.
Spells.
If you try to scoop me, then great.
Yeah.
But
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what
I
you're
think we
doing.
go down the path that we went. That's the
Yeah,
path
I
that's
think
way
that
out.
I'm gonna I'm just gonna scream, "Follow me and the professor!"
Okay.
And then as he's running, and he runs and jumps, I will scoop him up.
Picking him up. Raymond climbs onto your back
Okay.
hesitantly, but like, I don't want to die.
I feel like I can hold a couple gnomes if need be, too.
They are made of stone. They are full statues. I will allow. You can either pick up 2 and have to make a check, or you can guaranteed pick up 1.
I can guarantee pick up 1 as well.
Alright, we'll both pick up
Okay.
one.
You guys are holding on to these gnomes.
Is there one left, or are we all accounted for?
He was also gathering the rest of them as well, so he would have picked up the other one.
Okay, so we should be good.
Yeah. Okay. Charging along. Who is on Kylus's back? Wolfgang's gonna hop back on.
Yeah, I think it's Wolfgang, his mom and sister,
Mm-hmm.
Rayma.
Rayma, and then
you have
I
statue.
statue.
Okay. It's carrying a lot, but you're not too encumbered yet. You are a huge creature with
Yeah.
a lot of strength.
yeah,
Everyone else is staying off.
I'm carrying Frogman.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
My wings are only active for a minute, just so we know.
This
Okay. I would say you're about halfway done. Yes, Professor?
As we have gathered everyone up, All accounted for? Good. Follow us. Try and stay as close to Kylus as possible so we can get the benefits from Wolfgang and Frogman's sister.
I'm going out the exit I made, which is up.
Okay.
Yeah, I think with everyone helping,
I can't
we
understand
can
you
go
guys,
up, yeah.
so...
Yeah, there's no way to communicate that to
Okay.
Kylus. His
Yeah.
intelligence has changed.
Do I
Yeah.
see Kylus just...
Yeah, I'm like, I go out and I start climbing back
Yeah,
up to
he's
the upper
climbing
level.
back up to the exit
Damn it!
that he created.
Follow us!
Okay, you're
So are
heading
we
up.
going our original way and
we
he's
have to
going
go
up?
down, yeah.
yeah.
Kylus, as you're making that exit, I would like another dexterity saving throw. You gain the benefits, I don't believe,
I don't think
aura
it's
stacks.
stacks.
So you'll take the highest one, which is Wolfgang's, which is a +3.
Okay.
Give me that gnome!
No.
Can I pet that gnome?
Can I pet that now?
Another 16.
Another 16. That
Can
succeeds.
I pet that now?
Barely. You tear open that hole, launching out as that top half of the tower crumbles and begins to fall on top of those who are heading downwards.
Question.
Yes.
Adamantium Warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
Does it require attunement? It doesn't exist in D&D Beyond.
It does require two.
Damn it. Okay.
It's not actually an adamantine warhammer. It is made of adamantine warhammer, but there's extra shit attached to it. It is a custom item I've made.
We'll identify it soon.
Yes.
So did they all go down?
Yes.
Okay.
Anyone who was riding you is leaving with you. Wolfgang, Elizdrana, Defixie, Rima, and the one statue that you're carrying.
Okay.
Those are the people with you who are exiting out.
Okay.
You four and two statues begin to head downwards. I need dexterity saving throws from everyone.
Okay. I'm just
Even if I'm
running
not on
down
the
the
ground?
wall.
Even if you're not down on the ground, this isn't about the statue knocking you over. This is about all the rocks that are falling on you.
12.
12 fails.
6.
6 fails.
13.
13 fails. Rangwin,
Nat 1 plus 10.
Oh my god!
natural 1 fails. You're all taking the full brunt of this damage.
Okay.
How much is it, Dom?
It's 5d6 plus 10. That's
It's
1.
not the worst.
That's 5. That's 6.
You got any of that Twilight Sanctuary?
That's 12.
I don't think so.
Short rest.
That is 16 plus 10, 26 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm out.
A massive rock smacks Frognan in the head.
But I still have him, right?
You're still
He's
carrying
passed
him.
out,
He's
but I
just
still have him.
unconscious, making death saves.
What is it, 26?
26 points of bludgeoning damage.
Do I have time to
Okay.
cast healing word?
Rangwin, you have uncanny dodge as a reaction. You can cut that damage in half.
Okay, yes, I want to do that. I'm sorry, how much damage was that again? Total?
26.
Thank you. Can I cast healing word on him, or?
As a bonus
is it
action,
too
yeah, you
crazy?
can.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, on your turn, kind of essentially coming up.
Nice.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I swoop down and when I get low, flip so they all come off and then swing around to the end of the tower and grab it?
It will take a couple rounds, but yes,
That's
you
cool.
can try that. As I'll say, you swoop down, everyone kind of jumps off onto your back, and you swing around, and Wolfgang's just like, Kylus, what are you doing? As you fly up.
Okay.
You guys continue heading downwards. Part of the tower cracks off on a surface that you're walking on, Professor. I would like, just for fucking how cool it might be, acrobatics check.
Come on.
Advantage because it's gonna be cool.
Because it's gonna be cool, advantage.
Hey.
Hey.
I don't like when you give us an opportunity.
15.
What?
15.
15, that is enough. As it breaks
gives
off
you
and begins to
opportunity.
fall,
Then there's consequences.
you kind of like tuck down, holding onto it, allowing it to flip and rotate, and you jump off that piece, like landing on the other side of the wall and continue to slide down. As you are flying down, you're kind of dodging bits and pieces, you two swooping and swirling around each other. Both of you carrying different gnomes, just one's a statue. You come back to consciousness with whatever you roll for healing, 2d4 plus your modifier.
9.
At this point, you are reaching essentially the ground of what's left of this base area. It is not flat floor anymore. There aren't any pathways necessarily to follow beyond just navigating rubble and what is falling on top of you. This is your last dexterity saving throw. In that moment, you please make me a strength check. $15 is not enough. As you dig in, it the piece that you're holding onto just tears away, and the rest of the facility falls. It was going to be an advantage if he could succeed. Straight rolls for all of you.
I get advantage because it was cool.
Finally. Dirty
Fine,
20.
I see how it
Dirty 20, you succeed.
17.
17 succeeds.
12.
12 fails.
You got the HP here.
15.
15 just barely fails. The DC is 16. You two will be taking bludgeoning damage. That's 4, 7, 8, 12, 16. Wow, I couldn't do that. Wait, was that already 5 rolls?
That was 5.
That was already 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You
16.
have 5 fingers up.
So 26.
I've got
26
I've
points
got
of bludgeoning damage
4
to both of
HP
you.
left.
You just more pieces just begin to rock and knock you all. You keep like getting landed right in the middle of your back, and your wings falter for a second, but burst out once more, and you all roll out of the side as the rest of this tower.
I'll just throw the piece to the side.
Did we get out?
You made it out
Wow.
with everyone.
We saved them all. We're heroes.
Not too freaking bad. Not too bad.
As the adrenaline races out of your system, you all begin to gather back up.
Son of a...
yourselves.
Oh, my back!
Oh, okay. Healing word. 4. Nice. 12 points of healing.
Man,
He's gonna
25 strike
collapse
score.
on
Really wanted
Elistrana.
That was so
She drops down, her knees finally buckling from the exhaustion of and not using it for who knows how long, catches you and just kind of cradles and holds you as you both slump down. Defixie hopping off of, well, was already off your back, breaks away from the rest of the group, and you three share a moment.
Can I take a quick look around and see if... Because we're back outside the front of it,
You're
right?
back outside,
Can I
yes.
spot those myconids?
Roll a perception check.
That is a 13.
13, looking around as the dust is beginning to settle, you kind of look off in the distance towards where the stone mushrooms are, and as the dust begins to clear, you see about 26 of them or so, just staring, not
I'll just
moving.
walk forward.
They don't react.
I'll set down the...
With
Statue.
your high intelligence, they're behaving very similarly to what happened to the gnomes after you defeated
Stop
Galfrax.
moving.
They stopped moving.
I think we're all good with the stone creatures. I think they've been rendered inert after Galifrex died. I don't know how long this is going to take for them to return to normal, though. I'm assuming 24 hours, close to...
Your guess is as good as mine.
Either way, we need to rest.
Yeah, rest is a good idea.
I'm gonna go over to Elistrana, and I'm gonna kind of... She's tiny, right? Like
And
Frogman.
hugging and crying on Frogman.
I'm just gonna kind of get down on one knee, like in front of them, and just look at Elistrana and just say, "You saved my life. We're even."
Fair enough. And she kind of pulls you into the group hug as well.
Aw.
What's the state... Sorry. What's the state
Oh,
of
the
the tower?
dust. All the dust in the air. Huh?
What's the state of the tower right now?
A good chunk of it is rubble. There are a few pieces of it that might still be intact. They're knocked over to the side. I mean, most of this is completely destroyed from underneath.
Okay. But it's not, like, actively falling apart anymore?
No, not at this point. I mean, there might still be some pieces just rolling off to the side. Dust is settling still, but most of it has hit the ground by now.
From the outside, since there's, like, pieces and stuff broken off from it, can I tell where that treasure room was?
Yeah, roll an investigation check. The DC is going to be very high.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, guidance.
God, tactical assessment. Dirty 20. I rolled a 2.
Dirty 20. Jesus.
Plus 18. Jesus.
Between the tactical assessment and the
Yeah,
guidance.
yeah, yeah.
You're not entirely certain off the top of your head, unfortunately. You might need to get down and dirty and remove some of the rubble if you wanted to search for it. But you're not sure off the top of your head.
Things have seemed to calm down. That treasure room might still be intact.
We'll look for it.
We
We
could
can
try
look
and
for it.
find a way to get that book.
Later.
Maybe later, after we've recovered.
Are you still
Yep. He's just kind of like
Can he understand
looking around
us?
the area.
Seeing as how I said follow us, we know a way out, and then he went the complete opposite direction, probably not.
It's hard to tell if that's him not understanding us or him just not listening to you.
Kai, let's go fuck yourself!
Wait, really?
No.
Okay.
I would kill him.
Yeah, probably.
We'll still never know.
As you're looking at him, you keep losing track of him suddenly, and then seeing him again. Like, for how large of a beast he is, he blends in shockingly well in the darkness.
That is so cool.
Shadows and whatnot.
Yeah, it almost looks like he's teleporting.
That is so cool.
Like, you lose track of him for a second, and he's like 60 feet from where you lost sight of him.
Oh, thought he was over here. Oh, no, it's over there. Oh my god.
Yeah, kind of.
I will do
Sorry.
like a flying circle around. Just perception
Go ahead and roll a
check.
perception check, yeah.
Do you have enough
12.
strength to...
12. Not too much
Not
you can
very
discern.
perceptive.
Yeah.
Probably.
You strong boy.
Strong boy.
Are you guys setting up camp here?
Yeah. I'll set up my tiny hut.
Ritual casting.
We're cool staying here, right?
Yeah.
Time passes. Your hut is created. I don't think it can hold everyone inside
No.
there.
I'll keep watch.
9 creatures of medium size or smaller.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
2 people will be on the outside, I think.
I think there's 11 of
Yeah,
us.
there's 2 people on the outside, yeah.
Probably the 2 random
It could be like
statues.
2
They're
statues.
statues.
Yeah,
but
we
like,
don't have to put the
Well,
statues
no,
in the hut.
3 because Rima.
Rima.
Sure.
Rima, and there's 3 statues. So you're at 12, yeah, so the 3 statues would have to be outside.
They won't.
If
miss
you
it.
want them to be outside.
I think that's fine. We
Leave
can just...
them outside.
Yeah, I think we
Okay.
can leave.
It's very cramped in this hut. You're free to move in and out of it, except for Nesta, of course.
How long does it
Unless
take
you want
to
to recast it.
Cast it.
It takes 1 minute.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll stay outside of it for a while.
Plus, I believe it's initial
you're
casting time as
ritualing
well.
it, right?
Oh, right.
So it'd be 11 minutes.
Yeah, because it's 10 minutes casting. If it's ritual, it
Gotcha,
adds an
gotcha.
extra minute. So 11 minutes.
Can I look at the scrolls that I mage handed out of the...
Sure. Do you guys want stock, essentially, of everything you gathered?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, Frogman doesn't give a fuck yet, but
Okay.
Zach does.
I also want to pull out that sword that we got.
As well as the sword, yeah.
Yeah, that's in my bag of holding.
Well,
No. I believe the sword is in her hand, isn't it?
The sword from the trap?
The
They
from
put
the
it in the
trap.
bag.
Yeah,
Put
we
it
put
in
it
the
in
bag.
the
put it in the
bag.
bag. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Looking through, you have that adamantine dark black warhammer. Giving it another glance, it like the head of the warhammer itself has an interesting design to it, almost looking like that of a stalactite at the end. It comes to that point and then is blunt at the other side, but it looks like earth was almost like melted over it. It has a very natural kind of look to it, not too refined. Opening your box, looking at, you find 2 little statues in there. One is a silver raven and another is a bronze griffin. Out of all the scrolls gathered, you found a scroll of flesh to stone,
Another one.
a scroll of greater restoration, a scroll of disintegrate,
Cool.
a scroll of summon elemental, and 3 scrolls of glyph of warding.
Did you write all that down?
I got 3 of them.
I'll write all these down in a second.
Okay.
So we have flesh to stone, disintegrate, 2 glyph of ward. 3 glyph of ward?
3.
Got it.
And summon elemental.
Got that.
What else?
Greater restoration.
Greater restoration.
And I think that's all of them.
Yeah, that's all you said.
Okay.
And then the previously stated amount of money.
We got all the money?
You got all the money.
Yeah, so I already put the money in the inventory. I'll add the scrolls in a second to the bag of holding, and we can
We
divide
can divide
it
that
as
up
we want
later.
to.
Yeah.
Off-
Not on
Off screen, we'll
Yeah.
we'll divide this crap.
Are you identifying any of this, or not focused on that right now?
Not yet. I
Okay.
mean, probably by the end of the long rest, I would, but it's not a priority yet.
Yeah. As you find yourselves coming to a rest, you have the evening to do what you will.
Yeah.
Unless you guys just want to go right into the long rest.
Go ahead.
Oh, I just was gonna initiate scene with fam, but that'll
Yeah.
take a while. So do
I
what
just
you want
had
first.
a mechanics question. Remind me, attunement, it's an hour to unattune, and then
It's, I believe technically I run it 10 minutes to unattune.
10 minutes to unattune?
Yeah, but you can also like unattune and attune to something at the same time, so long as you don't end that process. So just assume that it's an hour to attune to a new thing.
Okay. Since we're here, and I know Frogman's tapped, I'm curious about these weapons that I picked up.
I mean, I can ritual cast identify, so
You got your family, man.
yeah, that's true.
I ain't gonna bug you. I'll unattune the Mace of Terror, and then I will try the Warhammer first.
Okay.
You're just attuning to things?
It's fucking
Takes hours.
willy-nilly.
Yeah, as you kind of relax, spending time with this, this Warhammer is called Demolisher.
Ooh.
While attuned to it, you have a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls.
I like.
It has an adamantine core. The weapon is made from adamantine. When you roll a 19 or a 20 on attacks with this weapon, you critically hit. It has the ability Demolition. When striking objects or constructs, you deal an extra die of its damage. If you strike a non-magical object with this weapon, the object is considered vulnerable to the damage. So it's, we couldn't get past the door. It's for demolition. Additionally, as an action, you can cast Erupting Earth once per long rest.
Okay.
So you strike the ground, creating a point, it erupts with a save DC of 15.
Okay.
If you weren't proficient with a Warhammer, you are proficient with this weapon.
I'll unattune from that and then try the sword.
Okay.
3 hours.
Yikes.
I mean, we're resting, so.
Yeah.
As you attune to this weapon, you spend some time relaxing, attuning your energy to it. This weapon has a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls with it. While attuned, all attack rolls made with this weapon deal an extra 2d4 poison damage. And it is cursed.
Yeah, there it is.
Whenever the wielder rolls a 2 or 3 on an attack roll, the serpents on the guard come to life, biting their hand. The attacker takes 2d4 poison damage and is poisoned for 1 minute. On a natural 1, the serpent on the hilt comes to life, biting the wrist. The wielder takes 44 poison damage, is considered vulnerable to the damage, and the poison lasts 1 hour. Additionally, you cannot voluntarily unattune to this item.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
If you were not proficient with the weapon, you are proficient with it now.
That's
It is a
yours now.
longsword.
Yeah. After kind of spending time,
It's called Viper Bite if you want to add it to your
okay.
That's
inventory.
cool.
After kind of
That's
spending
very
time with that, I'm just like, nope. Oh shoot.
You do know a remove curse or greater restoration can allow you to unattune to it, but it won't remove the curse.
Yep. Well, good news is that this Warhammer is very nice, and well, quite honestly, Wolfgang, I think it would suit you best.
I won't say no to a free weapon.
Go crit hunting.
I don't know what that means.
No one knows what it means.
That's provocative. Gets the people going.
The bad news is that I am now cursed to this one.
Oh, I don't know where my music
You're
is.
cursed.
Well, I'm not cursed, but I can't unattune from it unless we cast remove curse on it. It's okay for right now, I think.
Ooh.
It's.
I will say the full curse can be removed. You can find out how with an identification spell.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we're in a much safer place. It's a very nice weapon, actually, but
It's very pretty.
yes, but I am concerned about what it will do to my hand should I not wield it properly.
Well, don't not wield it properly.
That's the plan.
Anyone else trying to do anything during this time? If not, we'll go to Frogman.
I'll just come out of the beast form. And the shadows will, like...
Yeah, I mean, after he
Back into the
attunes, you
Yeah.
will come out of it. Wolfgang walks over. You're right there.
He's, like, pale and kind of sweating. Second time I've done that. Still getting used to it.
You looked really cool.
Thanks.
And shit, beyond that, all those people would be dead without that, so.
That's true. You saved a lot of people.
Pretty brave.
I knew you had it in you. He walks away.
You got Wolfgang to say he's proud of you.
A single tear.
Made of just black tears.
Yeah.
Why is he crying blood?
Sorry, sweating.
All right.
Everyone just needs fatherly approval from God.
Most impressive, Alice.
Thank you. Thank you, Phil.
You know, actually, I'm gonna reach into my bag. When we had some time in Laminsa, I made something for just such an occasion.
If you
I'm
pull out a
gonna
gold star,
I'm
you
pulling out a
oh
gold
my
star.
fucking god.
Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna-
right.
Wait, what'd you pull out?
A gold star. It's just a sheet of gold stars.
Oh, I love stars.
You too, Nesta. Yep. Gold stars for everybody.
I was about to say, what the fuck?
Actually, Kylus, would silver suit more your style? I do have a sheet of silver.
I do prefer silver. Or platinum if you have it.
Okay, that's not the show off there.
While stars are being handed out, Frogdan, you find some time with your family.
Got you a star.
Aww.
2.
Elstrana.
I've never seen one, so.
I know. I'll come to that point in a second. But, hey,
Hi.
guess who rescued you?
You did.
This guy.
I know.
It's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was me, I did it.
Yeah. Pregnant. I'm really glad you're safe.
I just love you.
Love too.
I never was gonna expect this.
Yeah, well, you know, I got a couple tricks up my sleeve.
And not to put any discredit to you, but if I had to guess who it was gonna be.
This guy. Hey, so, how's life been?
Well, considering it just started back up for me,
Yeah.
it's pretty damn good.
Yeah, we've a lot to catch up on, obviously.
And I have a lot of apologizing to do to Dad, so
Yeah.
I think I broke some sort of treaty he made with that beholder.
Yeah.
He said something along those lines.
I mean, it happens. It'll be fine.
If we ever see him again.
Can I walk over hearing that?
You are.
That's right,
in and out of
that's
attunement.
happening currently.
Yeah, this is all kind of happening at the same time.
Well, good news, bad news.
Bad news is we're still here, and we still gotta get back.
Yeah, more like, I don't think Hovel Hollow's safe anymore.
Why?
You're a smart lady.
Am I? She's not bad.
Yeah.
She's got a +1.
Hey, I've been to the surface world, and I don't know why we're stuck underground.
I don't think it was I think we just chose it. It was
Yeah.
safer down there. Or at least at that level. The terrifying things I heard about above there, dragons and wyverns and
Yeah. I mean,
giants.
it's totally safe down here, you know. Beholders,
I'm not saying
other dragons.
I'm not what?
Oh, you didn't. Psh, has the Hollow Guard done anything cool?
Yeah, we tried to fight a beholder. I mean, we
Failed.
Yeah, it's still cool. We gave it a good attempt.
Uh-huh. Okay, so there's this dragon. I hope you know a good couple of ways home, because the one way we found is literally guarded by a brain dragon.
Okay.
Okay?
Ambiguous enough for me to not really know what that means.
Yeah.
But
No,
terrifying enough to tell me I would not want to go near it.
for sure. Long story short, down here sucks.
Okay.
I think we need to really seriously reconsider Mom and Dad's legacy. I think Hovel Hollow served a time, but isolationism has only brought Deep Gnome's destruction.
So you're saying let go of Hovel Hollow, join a different society, or move Hovel Hollow?
I mean, Svefneblin can adapt to anywhere. You know, we're built into camouflage.
Yeah, down here. As far as I understand it, up there, it's all bright and sunshine and green and...
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything wrong with green.
You're gonna fucking love it.
I don't know, Frogdan. We've been here for a long time.
Yeah.
A lot longer than most human civilizations ever have a chance of lasting.
Yeah. But, hey, I've met elves. They live up there for a long time. I've heard of other types of gnomes. They live, I've heard, longer than us. What the fuck?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's a bunch of weird ass shit too. But,
Well, now you're not selling it.
well, I mean, come on. Like, what's life if not for a little bit of adventure? And ultimately,
That damn dog.
You do realize I'm not the one you have to sell this on. You gotta sell this to Mom.
I don't know if that's the truth. I think that with your support, you'll have Hovel Hollow support.
You mean the failure?
Not anymore.
So what, we say I did this? I'm the one who rescued?
The Dirt Fists did this. We can leave the first name ambiguous.
New name change. We don't want to be Obsidian Winds. We are the Dirt Fists.
Adopted into the family. I suppose it's possible.
All I'm saying is our numbers have been dwindling down here. And if it doesn't serve you, get rid of it, right?
Yeah.
There's a
Fair.
pretty big world out there to see. And I think it's time for society to meet some pretty fucking cool gnomes.
Okay. We'll mull it over.
Yeah. No pressure, no pressure.
Let's see if we can at least get back to Hovel Hollow.
Yeah.
Go from there.
Totally. So, on another note, I made some friends.
Yeah, some pretty wild ones.
Yeah. You have no
I
idea.
really don't.
Yeah.
You have a shadow dragon.
Yeah. He's pretty cool. He's my best friend, actually.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Am I right there?
I've taught him a couple of things.
I think at this point you're still like
Okay. Yeah.
disappearing.
Yeah.
I've taught him a couple of things, you know, really helping him embrace the darkness and some of the things that Leanna taught me.
Oh, her.
Yeah. I'll unpack that later. But regardless, I really think that it's time for you to really take some charge here. Be a force for changing our world.
Let me sleep it over
Yeah.
and see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
God, you're a nuisance.
Yeah.
She brings me in for a little side hug.
Aw.
Hey, what you got? Can we top you off? A little bit of potion, a little bit of sword, a little bit of armor, whatever you want. We got you, boo.
I mean, I still have my leathers, so no, I don't. It looks like everything was taken away from me.
Okay. Team huddle!
I'm pretty barren.
What do we have to donate?
Who's the bag holding? You?
I guess I gave it to her, so I'm probably taking it back now.
Preferably.
I have some chainmail.
I don't.
A lighter.
I don't. A lighter, ideally. Especially if it isn't magical, it's not gonna.
I have a shield I'm not using.
A what?
A shield.
I could work with that.
And
May I
if you'd
have
like,
the form
there's
then?
Yeah, we'll say.
Okay.
For the sake of it.
a scimitar, a short sword.
Scimitar or short sword both work.
Have both, honestly.
Okay.
What about your switch sword? Isn't that a short sword? Little magic enchantment. Show off a little bit.
I think it's short sword and shield, and turns into a long sword.
Do you know how to switch?
Or no, turns into a great sword.
Oh. Yeah. Here. Switch sword.
Oh,
There's some cool shit up top.
I mean it's a little big for me.
Well, do the thing. Push the button. Do the
Boom! The shield launches off. Okay.
Yeah.
She goes over and collects the shield. This is actually way better. All right. I can work with this.
Yeah.
Normally rapier's my style, but
Alright, I got one more thing for you. I'll hold up the Mariner's studded leather. It's just never really my style, so
yep, that will work. She'll take some time putting it on.
in case you ever end up in water, be quite helpful.
There's not a lot of water down here, but
It's okay. Boom! You learn how to swim.
cool. I'll take it.
So, what did happen?
What do you mean? When we went down here?
Yeah.
Well, for one, there wasn't this crazy fucking marble tower or whatever. He was practically in a hut. We took him on, seemingly to rid a space of an evil that was threatening this Myconid village. So it looks like I didn't really help them much.
I think it's wearing away. I think they'll be fine.
Okay. But, needless to say, a bright beam of energy, and then next thing I know, she's looking me in the face.
Mom? She's right there, right?
Yeah.
I know you didn't hear the first half of our conversation. We'll talk about that with you later.
And I was like, isn't your mom right there and you're talking about all this stuff?
She kind of just looks at you. Mm-hmm.
I'll catch you all up on the really cool story
Good thing, 'cause
later.
I wasn't listening.
Yep.
45 episodes worth of story.
Definitely not listening.
Yeah, it's not like I rolled for it already.
So, after she left, what happened with Hovel Hollow?
Well, after she returned, I was taking care of her as usual, making sure she was free of any damage. I didn't want anything to befall her before you could find some sort of cure. And then eventually she disappeared one day. And I went hunting and searching and found more statues throughout the village. And then started noticing them all coming to life. We had no reason to believe they weren't just regular statues. I just wasn't sure how they were getting back here. I thought they were wandering in at night, but we put up a night watch. Nothing was seen. And the more we looked into it, the more people started to pop up. And then eventually I saw her striking. It was when I was taken away by our group, by those who were remaining, that they all struck up. While we were trying to flee, cornered off, there were too many of them, and I remember waking up to him.
So, I don't know if you've heard, but I've been to the surface.
I have heard every single word you said.
There it is.
It is something to look over, to think about. Let's see if we can at least gather Hovel Hollow, reassemble it into something resembling a town, and discuss it from there.
There's a town that I've gotten to know pretty decently. So a couple things. First of all, the gods, like, still do shit. Did you realize that?
I mean, what do you mean?
Like, I thought the gods were just like, I created this shit, bye. But they still, like, interfere with people's lives, right?
We don't have many devout down here, so
Nesta, like, channels gods.
I imagine that's very impressive. I
Yeah.
don't know. I've never seen any. I don't have anything to.
So,
equate that
anyways,
to.
long story short, there's this town that's like a city of gods.
Like gods just walk around out there.
It feels like that sometimes.
Okay.
And
Shut up.
and we've kind of set down some roots to make a home for my party. I really think that we could make a really safe, productive home for Hovel Hollow and the Deep Gnomes.
We'll talk about it. Again, let's see if we can get those gnomes back home.
Okay. Last thing. I met a companion of Dad's.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much you know, but he's on a mission.
He passed away some time ago. Frognan, I never had it in me to tell you. That book was the last thing found near his body. One of his companions gave it to me. A human man.
Where is his body now?
They buried him.
Have you seen it?
No.
What does this human look like?
Tall, muscular, rainbow tattoo down the left-hand side of his arm.
All right, that sounds.
It was some time ago.
That tracks.
You were a lot younger.
Well, maybe then his companion was carrying on the mission for him. Maybe, I mean, I don't know, but regardless, we've kind of been roped into a similar mission, and we need to return to the surface.
Well, you left and you came back, so there's merit to your survivability.
And I'm saying I don't want to leave you again. Come with me.
I am not by myself, Frognan. I speak for a lot of people, and I cannot leave them by themselves.
I get it. Talk to them, whatever, but they won't be by themselves either.
I know. We'll do our best to convince them. We just gotta get them back first.
Okay. Whatever.
I love you. And she comes over and gives you a kiss on the top of your head. No.
Me too. Mom.
Is there anything else anyone would like to be doing?
Well, now I don't know if I need to tell them that he's dead if he was
Nope.
already
Don't
dead.
fucking do it.
Not right now.
Maybe eventually.
Sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep begins.
Just sorry, super last thing.
No, I'm sorry. What?
Hey.
She knows what's going on.
She wants to hit the button so bad.
You got the level spell slot left?
Do I? I do.
You want to just let Elmira know that we did it?
Oh, yeah, sure. Sending. I'm like about to fall asleep, and he. Oh God, damn it.
Bags under the eyes.
Okay, all right, Frognan. Yes. What would you like me to say?
I don't know. Use about this many words.
Oh my God.
And I'll send her a message.
Okay.
We made it. We saved them.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Good night.
Please don't respond.
We did it. We're heroes. Whatever.
Elmira never responds. that they've headed back to Hovel Hollow, and those present, the statues present there, have stopped moving. They don't seem to respond to anyone who's nearby.
I would relay that. To Frognand.
Okay, good night.
And essentially, please get back here.
That too.
Okay, good night.
You did good, Froggy.
Yeah.
You should be proud. In fact, I'm proud of everyone.
I'm proud of you.
I need to frickin' sleep. Good night.
Kadunk.
Anything else? As you all begin to find rest,
Finally.
sleeping. Yeah, especially for you. You all get a long rest.
Fuck yeah.
And you all level up.
Fuck yeah.
Level 8,
Level
including
8.
Paul.
Yeah.
Which I will text him that in a moment.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
Stay up for 10 minutes.
And with that, I think we'll bring this episode to a close.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
As rest gathers over you, culminating in now just getting out of here with those in tow. Still plenty of things to hurdle. We'll see what happens there.
We rolling hit die?
Yeah, let's roll hit die right here.
And shenanigans.
And shenanigans.
And shenanigans.
Paul can roll next time.
Yeah. What level are you taking in?
Wizard.
Wizard. Go ahead and roll.
2? Do we reroll 2s? I don't remember.
We re-roll 1s and 2s. If you roll it again, though, you keep it.
1.
Oh.
Brutal. Sorry, man.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yes, it is. Or you can also take the medium.
HP?
Yeah, HP.
So 3?
Well,
Just
no,
wait till
no.
you-
It's you can either choose to roll, or if you don't want to roll,
I
you
see.
can take the
I'm
medium.
gonna
Nope, I gambled.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
What?
What level are you
10
taking?
then.
Nesta,
Nesta, what are you doing?
what are you doing?
So I think I'm going to. Well, I don't think I am going to take some levels in fighter.
Fighter! The multi-class begins.
Yeah.
And you're
So
subtracting
you get a
the cleric,
D10 for
right?
this one.
Yeah.
And I do believe we are also subtracting a level of of cleric
Mm-hmm.
and giving you a level in fighter as well.
You wake up, you're like, oh, I can action surge in a second week.
Yeah, pretty much. But she does see a loss of cleric abilities.
Yeah. And I rolled a 10.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Nice. For your new change in HP, what we're going to do is we're going to take what the average would be if you chose not to roll for cleric, subtract that, and then add what the average would be for fighter and add that instead. We can go over this later.
I'll
It's
do that.
still an average increase.
It's still an average,
For now,
but
just add
yeah,
10.
that's what it would be though.
Yeah.
Like it would be an average increase no matter what. Normally.
No,
It's the only way we can
46,
accurately
make it
track
56.
balancing the
Yeah.
HP because we don't know what she rolled
Yeah.
for her last roll, so. Professor, what you doing?
Fighter.
Fighter, go ahead and roll.
Fight.
Nothing else ever.
Ever. Pure fighter.
I also rolled a 10.
Nice!
Become
Huge.
an artificer eventually.
No.
We know it.
Kylus, what you doing?
I'm gonna go paladin.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I'm going warlock.
I was like, whenever he says I'm gonna be so neutral.
3.
Right,
Nice.
3.
It's my first low.
What you
roll.
doing,
I'll
Ringo?
take it.
Oh, roguey rogue.
Roguey Rogue!
8!
8!
Woo!
Wow. Overall, like, huge HP increases.
Except for me and Frank.
And we'll see what Wolfgang gets. He, on average, continues to roll super high, though.
Always.
All right. Well, as always, thank you all so much for joining us. We will see you back here, same time, same place.
Oh yeah.
Good night.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.